Good Wednesday morning, Houston. Thanks for waking up early with us. I'm Stephanie Simmons here with Ron Trevino.
Yeah, Cheetah Craft and Jennifer Reyna joining us for weather and traffic. Jennifer, let's start with you. We're all worried about those roads.
I know, as you probably should be. I mean, I've seen traffic and drivers get through, but as we knew, the temperatures were going to drop once again. So anything that was still damp on the roadways was going to be a problem this morning and icy. So especially on bridges and overpasses, you need to take it very slow if you have somewhere to be. Now, the city still encourages you to stay put and stay home. Not a lot of businesses are open again today, so that is going to be something to take into consideration. Let's talk about the airports. They will be open at 9 o'clock. TSA will open their gates there, and we'll see the flight updates with our reporter a little bit later on in the show, but same for Hobby Airport. They will see the airport open today. We do have a closure on 59 in Richmond. This was leftover from multi-truck crash yesterday. Northbound lanes at 762 are reportedly still shut down. If you're continuing in after that on 69, maybe you have to work this morning, you have to be out on the roadways. We do have a crash at Bel Air. So it's overpasses like this that I'm concerned with, where you can see most of the icy conditions would be likely close to a shoulder area. HOV lanes, you don't need those today. I expect very light traffic, as many of you should still stay put. This is 288 at 518, where you can see anything that looks or appears to be wet. Cheetah, we should assume it's ice.
You could.
And take it extremely slow and try to avoid any kind of spin outs by keeping our focus right on the roadways.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's why we're under a weather impact alert for today. Now, the actual storm is well off to the east. It's draped along the eastern seaboard there from Jacksonville into North Carolina. Here locally, we are under clear skies, dry conditions, so no new precipitation falling. Under clear skies, those temperatures were really able to drop overnight, so we're tracking low 20s to even teens this morning. We're down to 18 in Conroe, 18 in Cleveland. Notice Tomball 22, Sugar Land 20 degrees, and temperatures will probably be the lowest around 7:30 this morning. Now, overall, winds are mostly calm, and that plays a big factor when we're dealing with a wind chill or our feels like temperatures. So notice wind chill temperatures are lining up pretty much the same, especially in town. Now, College Station, though, feeling down to 15, Huntsville down to 21, so there's a little bit of a wind chill there. Your hour-by-hour planner, you're under sunny skies today. You round the corner above freezing right around 10 to 11 a.m. Notice that's when temperatures are expected to climb into the mid-30s. By the afternoon, we keep it under sunny skies today. And guys, we finally return to the 40s. I'll have a look at the extended forecast in just a little bit.
Again, encourage everyone, as the mayor has mentioned time and time again, and along with Chief Diaz and all the directors behind us, please stay off the road. But once again, safety, safety, safety.
Again, city officials are urging everyone to stay off the roads. Today, a lot of school districts are closed again. Take a look at your screen right now. Some of those include HISD, Katy ISD, Fort Bend, Montgomery ISD, Tomball ISD, all closed today. Also closed today, San Jacinto College, Texas Southern University. Now, if you want to see a complete list of all the closures, just head to our website, KHOU.com.
Time now is 4:03, and we want to get straight out to our live team coverage this morning.
Jalissa Garza live in the Cypress area, a winter wonderland yesterday. How are things this morning, Jalissa?
Ron and Steph, good morning. Well, this morning it's a totally different scene here at the Buc-ee's. It's still empty. I think it's people just staying off the roads, as they should. But you can see there is no snow, there is no sleet, nothing like that here on the ground. But I do want to show you, that doesn't mean you won't encounter some slick spots this morning, like this one right here. This is a small one, but it just gives you an idea. These kind of areas, like mentioned by Jennifer and Cheetah, they freeze. So you might encounter this on the road. But as you can see, all the snow is gone. We've been seeing the traffic go by fairly smoothly on 290, heading towards 99. On the frontage road that we were driving on, we really didn't encounter any slick spots. But again, that doesn't mean that you won't. And also, if you do have to go to work and be out today, give yourself some extra time. I told our executive producer this morning, when I tried to open my trunk, it wouldn't open at all. Thankfully, I could open the doors of my car, but not my trunk. And I will tell you something else, Steph and Ron. When I moved back home to Houston from Little Rock, I didn't think that I was going to need this little tool that I have in my hand, this little scraper that they had gave me over there because they get like a real winter, you know what I mean? And I'm so thankful that I kept it in my car. So if you have one of these and you have to go to work today, you want to do that, give yourself some extra time. And you can also use water, but cold water, not hot water. Something important to remember. We're going to keep taking a look at the roads and bring you updates throughout the morning. For now, reporting live in Cypress, Julissa Garza, KHOU 11 News.
All right, great tip, Julissa. Thank you. And this morning we are continuing to watch the Center Point outage tracker. At this hour, more than 2,500 customers are in the dark and the cold.
And we're checking ERCOT's supply and demand forecast today. Thankfully, it looks like there should be enough power to go around today, but we'll continue to check for any changes.
And today, Metro will be operating on a modified schedule. On your screen, you'll see the routes they plan to offer starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Then later this morning, Houston airports are planning to reopen after being closed yesterday because, of course, of the weather.
Let's get to Stephen going live from Bush this morning. Stephen, what is the plan for today?
Well, Ron, we can tell you that flights are going to be resuming later on this morning at 9. For now, here at the airport, we're not seeing a lot of activity. Of course, people are going to be taking their time getting here this morning because it's still so early. But operations, suspended yesterday because of the weather. Crews were taking that time, though, to clear off the runways to make sure that they were ready for today. We want to show you what the airport looks like right now because, you can see the check-in lines. They're just pretty much non-existent. We're seeing maybe no more than a dozen people here inside the airport right now waiting for their flights. If you're going to be making your way to the airport today for a flight, here is the message. You are strongly advised to contact your airline directly for the most up-to-date information regarding your flight status. So check the airline app or check your emails if you have a flight that was rescheduled for today or a flight that was originally for today. But we know that so many flights were canceled and rescheduled, and people are going to have to be, making up those flights today. So the airport, it is quiet now, but it is expected to get pretty busy at both Bush and Hobby. So if you're coming to the airport, here's what you need to know about timing. Security opens up at 9 a.m. Flights will start to arrive at 10 a.m. and then flights are going to start departing at 11 a.m. at both airports. So we're going to keep an eye on things here at Bush, but we'll send it back to you in the studio for now.
All right, thank you so much, Stephen. Airports reopening, a sign of progress. Right now, there are growing concerns about carbon monoxide. The most important rule to remember, if your power goes out, you should never run your car while it's in the garage. That's even when the garage door is open. The carbon monoxide could still fill up that space even with the door open. Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that's poisonous to breathe. Now, if you have a gas-powered heater, only use it outside. This is also the reason why using your stove or grill to heat your home is dangerous and should not be done.
Right now, community advocates are working to raise awareness about the resources available for those without a home. According to the Coalition of the Homeless, at least 3,000 people are without a home in the county, and a third of those are without any shelter. And this morning, the local nonprofit, The Beacon, has a warning.
The most important thing to do is to get out of the elements. The cold will creep up on you quick, and it's really hard to get warm after you're sitting outside.
Right now, warming centers are open in Houston. On your screen, you'll see a list of warming centers that will be open around the clock and will stay open until midday tomorrow.
All right, let's get back to Cheetah. What are the feels like temps right now?
Oh, feels like temperatures. They're mainly 20s, and that's the thing. They're lining up pretty much the same as our current temperature. So current temps this morning: 22 College Station, 18 Conroe, 20 degrees Sugar Land. Feels like temperatures. Notice still 20 degrees in Sugar Land. That's saying wind is very calm right now across areas in town and south of I-10. 18 in Conroe, now 15 in College Station. That's really the lowest wind chill that I'm tracking right now. So actual air temperature and our wind chill are fairly the same. Yesterday in some areas we were talking about a 15-degree difference. Today we're talking more upper teens to low 20s. Now notice by lunchtime today, above freezing 38. So anything on the ground will continue to melt. By the afternoon, sunny skies, temperatures heading into the mid to low 40s. So you're going to notice a considerable difference by the afternoon with sunny skies and 40s compared to even what we were dealing with with yesterday. Notice that weather impact alert for today. I do want to prepare you overnight. We are back down to a hard freeze. However, with an abundance of sunshine throughout the day and especially after 11 a.m. with temperatures above freezing, we should continue to see the ground warm up. Anything left on the ground continue to evaporate and melt across the area. So anything that would be in liquid form overnight, yet again, it would freeze. We're still expecting temperatures in the mid to upper 20s tomorrow morning, but we're back into the 50s tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to get back to our moving and grooving status. What I would do, if you have to get out today, I would at least let the sun come up, give it a couple of hours, let the surface really warm up so it has some time for any ice to start to melt and then evaporate. Of course, with the sunshine, I think by lunchtime today, especially when temperatures are above freezing, Jen, that's when we'll start to see some normalcy come back across the city. But yeah, keep in mind though, we do still have 2 more mornings where temperatures will be below freezing.
Yeah, we hopefully just keep that snow to the curb areas and the grassy areas. So yes, if you see the pavement that looks wet, we want you to assume that it is ice in these early morning hours until we heat up later in the day. And I know all of you don't park in garages, so if you are parked outside, please knock off any ice off of your windshield. In case you do pick up speed, those ice elements are not flying off and injuring someone else's vehicle. We do have a couple of problems on the southwest. The purple indicates a closed road. I know all of our sensors were kind of thrown off yesterday, so if you're wondering why there's so much yellow, it's not the volume of traffic, it's the speeds, so keep that in mind. We have a 69 closed northbound at 762 in Richmond-Rosenberg, and another problem up 69, as I reported to you last go around. Still have personnel out there at Bel Air. It's overpasses that you need to be extra careful on. If you are running at high speeds, you are likely to spin out if you hit some ice. You can see back here at Kirkwood, the lane markings are helping, and the de-icing that TxDOT did several days ago did help with things because the ice is sort of isolated to either shoulder areas, or you can see that drivers have broken up that, but you just don't want to assume that you're free and clear and you're moving at high speeds. East Loop, this is your live look at McCarty. I know that it was treacherous going over the bridge. That's where you need to take extra precautions. Same for the Fred Hartman. You'll see drivers get over the bridge, so I don't want you to think that we're saying it's shut down. We just want you to take it easy out there and assume again that anything that looks wet might be ice. 69 at Chimney Rock, you can see that we are looking at ghost town conditions. Over to you.
All right, ghost town is good.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much, Jen. The time is now 4:12.
All right.